Hey everyone, it's Jason and welcome back to another tutorial. So today's tutorial will be working with Tangram's height mapper in customizing your topography on 3ds Max. This can be fairly accurate depending on what you need for your own project and work, but if you want to have the freedom in customizing whatever height you need for your own topography, if you're creating some open space where you need to have large mountain heights and some open forest area, this would be a great example of how to do so. If you first want to go on Tangram's website and find your location on the map, if you need it really specific and you need a specific location, you can find that. But for this, I'm just going to quickly give you a good example here. So it's better to find something in this sort of grey to white light color that will have the most elevated heights. So I'm just going to go to export here, so you can either adjust your exposure or elevations just up here, or you can add map lines and labels if you need it to be. But for this, I'm actually just going to export this area here. So just click on export, and that will download your height mapper just in the corner there. So you want to go into 3ds Max now to get this going. So once you've loaded up 3ds Max, you actually want to create a ground plane for your topography to sit on. So I'm going to create a really large one here, as the topography is actually fairly large. So I'm going to go 1000 by 2000, and I'm going to press F4 to ensure my segments are on, and I'm going to adjust the segments to be fairly large for the points, and press F4, and there we go, our segments are on. So once we have done that, we actually want to press M for materials, and we want to insert our bitmap right here. So wherever you have downloaded your bitmap, you actually just want to drag that straight across. So from your file explorer, you just drag that straight across and drop it in, and there you go, that's right there perfectly. So now we want to go into modify, and as our plane is already selected, we want to go onto modify list and look for displace. So if you just press D to displace down here, and then that will come up there. You actually want to connect your bitmap straight across to your map here and drop it in there, and then click on instance, and that image will be connected to the map. So then this is your strength here, which is the strength is basically your elevation height. So the higher you go, the more higher your mountain or terrain will be. So if we want to close this down, we'll be able to see the exact location and height. So as you can see, it's going to be very high, the terrain, so you need to increase it to about 1000 to see most of the heights. So as you can see, this is our terrain that we've created. If you wanted to over exaggerate it, you can obviously go a lot higher. So if you wanted to go 2000, you're going to increase your terrain and make it a lot higher, which is like sort of like a mountain if you need something like that. If you want to show mountains or a specific sort of terrain for topography, you would probably keep it quite low. Even if you wanted to decrease this value and make it near 150, this will just show a small mountain and cliff terrain if you need something for an assessment like this, or depending on your project, if you have topography near an open house or building, this can get fairly accurate data. So it's actually pretty accurate and precise. So if you wanted to change the materials again on that, you would click on that, and then you'll type in PBR, which is the material, and drag it across. And then as you can see, these are the base colors here. So if you wanted to drag across that and then drag this on there, you'll be able to do that. And then you can click on base color map and then adjust your colors here. So you want to drag these bars here to ensure you get the right color selected. So if I want to go fairly green, I'll do something like this, and then I would go across. And as you can see, it has changed the color of that. So it's made it pretty similar to what a topography actually looks like on a mountain and hilly terrain. And that's how you quickly create a topography on 3ds Max. So I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.